all this work that I'm doing is getting down to loving myself, because I can think back to like every situation that I've been in, bad situation. It boils down to I didn't love myself, I didn't have confidence, I didn't feel great about myself, and then I ended up in those situations. Attracting situations that were the result of me not being confident and loving myself, not sticking up for myself, not being my biggest cheerleader. That's my main thing. I want to get to the point where I am my biggest cheerleader, and get to the point where if somebody calls me ugly or somebody calls me big, fat, whatever, it doesn't matter, because I love me. I had an epiphany, or I don't know, maybe it's epiphany, that I want to get back into a meal prep business. Even when I got to the point where the meal prep business was doing successful, I took myself out of it, and I was like, maybe this is the cap of where it's going to be. Let me just quit, and I quit. I know, but the meal prep business was doing great. I had a few clients, and it was just enough. And I wish I could go back and just keep doing the meal prep business. It would have been over the course of 5 years, I would have probably made $300K, $500K by now. In my mind, I would have. And now I'm thinking, like, how can I get back to that? How can I get back to, I don't want to go exactly back to where I was, like the mentality, but I had the work ethic and I had the drive to do it. What took me out of it, like I said, was my mentality. Like and sometimes I say, like, out loud, like, I don't wish my brain on anyone, because like I've been able to achieve anything that I wanted to achieve, except for like, well, no, I was gonna say something negative. I was like, except for weight loss, maybe, because I've lost like 65 pounds, but I haven't been able to achieve the ideal body that I want to have too. So as I was saying, I have been able to achieve everything that I wanted to achieve in my life, but there's always been some negative something in my brain to tell me once I achieve it to give up or quit. And it's terrible, but I'm gonna get back to the meal prepping. So, and with that, I'm trying to create a 30-day like content plan for the meal prep business, or for my meal prep TikTok. I'm posting more to my own TikTok right now to get traction to it. And yeah, and I gotta get to the point where too, because sometimes I have been posting my food, and before I'll get likes on it and comments and stuff, but more recently I'm not getting any likes, just views. But I gotta remember, that's just the ebbs and flows of things, and don't internalize that. And I gotta remember, if I made the food with love and care, and I enjoyed making it, and it's beautiful in my eyes, then that's all that matters. But eventually, I gotta see what the disconnect is, eventually. But right now, that's how it was with like doing YouTube too. Like, I wasn't getting any likes, I wasn't getting any views either. It would be no views, but your girl kept going, and now I'm getting like 1 or 2 likes, maybe 1 or 2 comments. Hey, I'll take it. That I gotta think of, like, they keep showing like this, like a concert hall with just 25 people in it, but it's one of you and 25 of them watching you. That's a lot. And then it'll be like one of you with 50 people watching. That's kind of where my content is, with 100 people watching, with 200, 300, and you'll see that them versus you is a whole lot more. So you gotta be grateful for that. I'm grateful. I am so grateful. Do I want my viewership and my engagement and everything to go up? Yes, I do. But it's going to come. Like my favorite content creator said, she's like, that stuff is going to come, but you have to put out content that you genuinely feel confident and love. They gotta see that. They gotta see your consistency. See that you care about it. Show the behind the scenes. Show all of that. And I'm going to, pretty much. This next topic, I want to give myself a pat on the back for this. I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Woo! I ended up hitting it on maybe September 1st or August 31st, one of the two. So, yeah. proud about that. I was trying to psych myself out about getting the 1,000 subscribers. I was like, okay, I hit this, but now I gotta hit the next thing. But sometimes I can just bask and be proud of myself in that moment. I gotta get to that. You hit the 1,000. They were saying there's so many people that don't hit the 1,000 club. Like they start their journey and it gets hard, it gets tough. It feels like it's a ghost town when you first start your YouTube journey. It's like a ghost town, and then some way, somehow, people find where your town. You know, that's how I describe growing your YouTube. It starts off as a ghost town, then people migrate there, they start living there, and then now it's flourishing. I've gotten to, well, let me say this. I do feel like it is flourishing, but not how I want it to. But I'm gonna get it there. I feel my personality is showing out more. I was hiding it at first. I was nervous, y'all. But it's coming out. And I watched my most recent video. I was speaking more confidently, feeling good, and yeah. So I don't have a cap on the amount of subscribers that I want. However many is going to come to me is however many. Oh, my next topic here. It's about like what is holding me back? What is holding me back? Like I spoke about earlier, my mind, really, because we all start out, I keep on having this analogy, we all start off as babies, and we are clean slates as babies, and then as you grow up, we make mistakes, we have problems, we have issues, right? And we have failures. But the difference between me and successful people that I see in my field that I want to be in, which is meal prep or content creation, podcasting, is they're able to fail, and maybe behind the scenes they'll do the crying, they'll do the taking the breaks, thinking of quitting, maybe have quit before. But the difference between them and me is they got back up and they started again until finally things started clicking, and they started realizing like this is not going to be a straight and narrow path. It's not going to be quick and easy. Or for some people it is. And I used to be envious of people who could just quickly start their content creation, quickly start anything, and it skyrocket. But that's not a good way to live. You have to focus on your journey. Yes, you can be inspired by other people, of course, but you got to focus on your journey. There's going to be a lot of hiccups. Comparison is the thief of joy. That's what I have been doing, like with a lot of things. When I see like fitness or a woman with my ideal body type, I'm like, dang. But I don't know what she did to get her body like that, or how long it took, how many nights she had to step away from the food or exercise a little bit harder. Like, she's putting that work in. I could be inspired by that, So all in all, what's holding me back is my mind telling me to give up and stop, but that's no longer. I'm gonna stop here with this last topic. So I have a new podcast recording space. Here it is. I'm not showing you the whole room, but this right here, it's at my local library. They have this camera that I'm using here. It is very nice.